Alright, you guys, this is the Cursed Prophet back with another video. The train is in the back, so I'm gonna give that a second. And I'm just gonna go in. So, you know what's wrong with motherfuckers, and you know what's wrong with the world, and you know... Do you want that answer to the question that we all have right now? And it can be simply just put in just a couple of words. What the fuck is going on? And I feel like that's the question that everybody has right now. Like, what the fuck is going on? Period. What the fuck is going on? And I have an answer for you. What's going on is that we, as a society and as a country and as a people, now 100% lack what other countries used to stereotype and say we lacked, which was tradition, which was foundation, which was honor, which was grace, which was echelon, which was royalty, which was all the fucking above, all the things that make things great, all the things that make things work, all the things that make a country not look like what the fuck it looks like right now, with 10 different platforms talking about a fucking Me Too movement where everybody's coming out talking about the rape. Then you got the whole thing with the black people getting killed by the cops. Then you got the shit with the vaccinations. Then you got the shit over here, then the shit over there, then the shit over here, then the shit over there. Can we get a fucking break? Can we get a break? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I used to be a truth teller, and I remember back in 05, between 05 and 09, when I awoke, and I had my grand awakening, and I thought I was the grand poobah, and I knew every fucking thing, as one of my favorite spiritualists says, the grand poobah. I was awakened to stuff, and the Illuminati this, and the conspiracy here, and the conspiracy there. I remember all that shit, and I remember, thinking, oh my God, none of this will ever come out, and just feeling like I was so tiny and feeling so tiny in such a big world. As crazy as that may sound, because I still am really tiny in a big world, but when I found out all this information, and when you really go down the rabbit hole, you just come out different. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you thought and what you knew. There's something in there for everybody in the rabbit hole that is going to strip away everything you believed, everything you ever thought, everything you ever wanted, and just reshape you and kind of leave you just discombobulated. And I'm gonna make this quick. This is a PSA. It's time, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings to be rude. I understand there are people hurt and people who need to heal, and people who have been on mute for decades now. It's got to be another way, you guys. It's just too much going on, and it's too much unraveling. If there is a government system out there that is really fucking with us, and that is really on some Illuminati, skull and bones, whatever you want to call it type shit, at this point, I don't even want to know anymore. It's just way too much going on. And the way it's being done, and the way it's been extorted, like, everybody's stories are being extorted, and people are letting them be extorted, and they're using extortion to sell stories. I can't even get it into words. That's just how much is going on. But that's what's really going on. It is really, they say the world is going through its own shift, and the world and Mother Nature is trying to bring us into this new world. But I don't think it was supposed to happen like this. Something went wrong in this cauldron that is full of all these different energies. It's almost like, we are a nice soup or a nice roux that is, or a nice gumbo, and there's all these different factors and pieces and ingredients in this big bowl that is the U.S. and all of us and everything that's going on in our thoughts and our spirits and whatever have you. And it's like somebody accidentally, Powerpuff Girl'd us. Like the sugar, spice, and everything nice, and he accidentally poured something in there that was not supposed to be in there. That's kind of like all of the shit that's coming out. That's kind of what that factor is, with everything just being exposed. I mean, I feel like that's what gave life kind of It's mystery. Certain things just were never supposed to come out, and if they were going to come out, they were supposed to come out at their own time and their own energies. Like with everything just coming out back to back to back to back, it's just not for me, and it's not for us, and it's not for the U.S. I feel like that's why the third world countries are who they are. They usually know a lot more about their government. I feel like a lot of times the situations they end up in with the mass shootings and bombings and all the different shit that happens in these other countries that don't have it like the U.S. I feel like the people in their societies are closest to the government, or a lot of times they know a lot more of the truth than we know. But a lot of times they're more controlled too, so that's why they're privy to the information. Although they may know something, they're not allowed to go out and say anything, because over there, in a lot of different countries in the U.S., motherfuckers be getting shot and killed and sent to all sorts of centers. Like we have a good. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not going to go into all that, but we have a good, and we know we have a good over here. Some of them countries, some crazy shit happens out there. Not to say that we don't have our own shit, but we know that we have a good over here, or at least we thought. I hope everybody could understand what I was trying to say. I don't know if I can convey it the right way, but that's just it. I just need everything to just calm down. Can we just go back to like 2012? And you know what? I feel like this is the moment where you have the punchline, and your grandpa or your auntie who's old school says some shit like this, like, hey, shit ain't been right since James Brown died. Like, I feel like I'm right on my hearing. Didn't Whitney Houston die like 2012? For me, shit ain't been right since Whitney died. That's, that was my, if I had an idol, she would be my idol as a person. I love me some Whitney Houston, but shit ain't been right since Michael left. Shit ain't been right since James Brown died. Shit ain't been right since Whitney Houston died. Shit ain't been right since Amy Winehouse died. Shit ain't been right since Aaliyah died. Let's keep it a buck. But that's just it. It's just time for us to go back to the old ways. You know how in the spiritual books they be talking about the ancestors of old and the old ways. It's just time to go back to the old ways. Let's just shut all this shit up. It's time for everybody to take their feelings and stuff them back in the closet. And it's time for us to get back on the regular show that we know, which is masking our feelings, shutting the fuck up. When people get killed and shot, the people who were doing what they had been doing before it became a thing to do what they were doing. And you know what I mean? Before it became a publicity stunt, or it became cute to be on Twitter, to be in a rally, or to march. Let those people do what they had been doing, and the people who have the calling for it. And everybody go back to their fucking section. If you're a singer, go with the singers. If you're a spiritualist, go with the spiritualists. If you're a fucking lawyer, go with the lawyers. If you come from a family of fucking blackmail and extortion and all that, go back to your fucking place. Buddy Call, Marco Polo. God fucking yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Let that marinate, because I needed to marinate too. But it all hit me. I feel like I already knew all this stuff anyway. But I want to convey it to you in a certain way. And I think everybody knows what I mean. It's just too fucking much going on out here. When we wanted shit to get exposed, we didn't mean this way. And I know, be sorry for what you wish for. But what we wish for is not coming true. What they're selling to us is bullshit. And it's all a fucking movie screen. That's why the shit does not feel right. That's why the Me Too movement and the Black Lives Matter and everything that's going on, because it's not just the shit that's on TV. Everything that's going on right now doesn't feel right. I feel like even the government has lost control. They're like, take over, depopulate. Fuck that shit. What the fuck is going on over here? I feel like everybody's motherfucking plans have been derailed. I don't know if anybody has any thoughts. This is random. This is occult talk. This is not even gossip. This is just what. Sorry, I'm trying to think. What would I call this section? Maybe we can make this a section on this platform, where we just have a random section where we just let everything just fall out that the ancestors just need to say, or what's on our mind, or what's on our spirit's mind. We'll call this randoms with Roman. So this is your first randoms with Roman, the cursed prophet, Roman Elijah Haru. And yeah, let's all go back to our sections of the pizza, the pie, the section you were cut out with divinely, and go back to your section, your headquarters, where you stay, where you're supposed to go. Go back to your Lego place, you know, your piece of the puzzle, and let's all just go back to where we belong. And let's just see how that goes. Let's give that a try, you know. Let's try that. How about that? This is the Cursed Prophet. Back with another video. I'll see you guys soon.